It's Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a really kind of interesting beer to show you with a swing top cap on it, which I really like. It's called Haus Original Beer Special, Rots Golden, and it's coming in at 5.5% ABV. It's in a half-litre bottle, but it doesn't seem like it's in a half-litre bottle. If I was to make a kind of a wild stab at it, a wild guess at it, I would be saying this kind of almost feels like more of a 660 milliliter. Obviously not. It's a half litre like your regular kind of bottles in the supermarket. It just seems more. And I think that's because of its big, long, narrow kind of neck, and of course that kind of swing top cap. It makes it all look a little bit more kind of bigger, more volume. So Haus Original, they've been brewing beer. William von Hovel has been brewing beer for well over 100 years, by the looks of things. 1893. So probably, what's that? 130 years of brewing in Germany. Green bottle, swing top cap. Gonna get this one out into a glass and see what we get. Oh, I was half expecting it. Just, you know, when you open up a bottle of Grolsch and it goes poof, kind of slightly explodes on you. I was kind of expecting that, but it didn't happen. It was just a little bit of a whimper, really, wasn't it? Here we go. So there's the look of the beer. It's quite a dark looking beer, isn't it? I mean, I did have a little look on the internet. I didn't look too much because I want to give my own opinion on the style. But I did notice that it was a dark beer. I had a quick look on Untapped, if I'm perfectly honest with everybody here. And it was a dark ale. So I thought to myself, let's get out this kind of Belgian style glass here to show the beer off. Maybe it's the wrong glass. You know, everything's in German. I didn't dig too much, you know, what glass to use, that sort of thing. I just thought to myself, let's grab this Belgian style kind of chalice glass. We got a 1 to 2 finger white head, good levels of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. It's a deep mahogany, dark coloured ale. In terms of clarity, let's clean some of this condensation off the glass. It's a little hazy with nice carbonation. Let's get the aroma then. Before I get the aroma, I want to say a big thank you to our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK. In fact, the largest store. They've got a massive warehouse down in Norfolk if you want to visit them. Loads of different beers from all around the world. If you worked away, if you've been on holiday and you found that very special beer, maybe it was this one from Dortmund, and you wanted to kind of try this beer back in the UK, best place to possibly find it would be beersofeurope.co.uk. On we go then with the aroma of the beer. There's a link in the description box of the video. Aroma. See now, doing a little bit of investigation here. Dortmunder was very famous back in the day for export style beers. The Dortmunder export was huge. Before Pilsners, it was one of the biggest selling beers all over Europe. And I'm just wondering, because this beer is from Dortmund and because it's dark, has it been styled on that very kind of Dortmunder export style of beer? Let me know in the comments box down below. But for me, it smells like a lager. It smells like a dark lager. Almost kind of like Vienna lager like. Smells very clean, slightly biscuity. Not a massive amount of hops coming through in the aroma, but still very good. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's very good. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a beer this is. It kind of straddles between English ale and good quality German lager. Oh, that's good. That's very good. I imagine Mr. What was his name? William Hovel. I can absolutely guarantee you that he must have visited England when he was a young man, over 100 years ago. Visited England, tried the kind of English ales. Maybe they were sour back then, though, so maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? It's all a bit of a mystery, isn't it? Over 100 years ago, probably beers had a kind of slight sourness to them, especially English, British beers. In fact, most of the Belgian lambics are actually styled off kind of British lambics. We just didn't know what we were doing. Well, we did. We did know what we were doing. That's wrong to say that. It's more the case of, to ferment the beer, we used to use a lot of cool ships. It was kind of like lay the beer down in a very kind of shallow swimming pool, if you like, and let the yeast from the roof and the walls, let it kind of ferment the beer out. That was the way of doing it back in the day. The Belgians still do it today. Getting back on track with this beer. Perhaps William Hovel visited England, because this does have a very kind of English feel about it, even though it's definitely lager based. It's nutty, it's biscuity, it's bready. It kind of reminds me of almost like a Newcastle brown ale type of beer. It's something very different. I definitely kind of like brown ale, nutty brown ale. But with a kind of with it being, of course, lagered, nicely carbonated, light and refreshing, 5.5% ABV. It's really blooming good. A little bit of bitterness on the back end, a little bit of sweetness to begin with. That's what I like about these online beer stores, is the fact that 1 month you can look and there's kind of like you're looking at beers from Belgium and France and Spain. The next month you have a look, you're in Germany and you have a look at the German beers. It's blooming solid stuff, this. It's one of these beers, I'm that interested by it. I don't think I'm going to recycle the bottle. I think I'm going to clean the bottle up. Maybe stick that back down. I might leave this on my kind of beer shelf over there. It's really interesting. This is a really, really interesting beer. If you are from Germany, from maybe the Dortmund area, if you know anything about this brewery or anything about the beers, anything about this beer in particular would be great. Please let me know in the comments box. Write as much information as you can in a comment, because I find this beer absolutely fascinating. It straddles like a Newcastle brown ale with a lager. Look at the beers I rolled around in the glass. Look at that. Look at the quality on this beer. Ordered it from Beers of Europe. There's a link in the description box. It's so blooming good. I'm going to rate it. Looks good, smells good, tastes incredible. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. I thoroughly enjoy that. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.